this. The banks don't do this anymore. They stopped their programs back in 2008. So everything has to be done third party now. So I am your broker. I'm the one who takes care of you with this now.
That's it. Kyle, same thing?
Yeah, same exact thing.
All right, let's talk about this scenario here. So, hey, Heather, is Matt on yet? Let's bring Matt on. So Matt posted something. He's sending me a direct message, and it was an older couple that had coverage. This is a tough one. We always get this one a lot. Like, what do you do with older folks? And it was a scenario that Nick went through last week where he says, hey, listen, you know, you're going to be uninsurable at some point if that policy runs out. The guy, I think, had a 10-year policy. So, hey, Matt, how are you, buddy?
Good. Sorry, I got caught off guard here. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me sit down and stop walking around. Taking care of a client, had to do a policy delivery this morning.
Let's talk about the scenario you had, because this comes up a lot with older folks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes back to what you just said. You know, we can't just stop, right? You have to keep going a little bit. So this is something that really takes a little bit of thought on their part and ours, but it was a 73 and a 74-year-old. Okay, so they had coverage until age 75. So and you know, obviously a lot cheaper than what they're going to pay for something now, but it was terming out at age 75. When we spoke, you know, there was a direct need for both of them to have the product. The need was there, 100%. When we spoke, you know, their initial thing was, hey, well, let's keep the premium down for the 100,000. We'll keep it till we're 75. Well, the problem you run into there is, you know, your insurability is now. So the need was there, and plus they were kind of over the fact of the term. They saw where the prices were going, so I was able to get them into the smart ULs. It was, I think like a $5,500 case for both of them. But again, you know, you just can't stop there. You have to talk to them through it, because when I asked them a couple more questions, I said, you know, what happens if, God forbid, you had a stroke or a heart attack in between now and then, and you lose your insurability, and you have to pay that high premium that you would be locked into? They said, well, we would be able to do that. And it's not about the 100,000. Again, it was more about what the 50,000 would do for them. So again, to take a little bit less benefit, but get something that was, when we ran the numbers, we funded it appropriately to where it would be permanent type of insurance for them. They were happy to just go ahead and move along with it right then.
Okay, so older couple, term was running out in a year or two. They risked something health-wise happening to them. Now they're uninsurable and they have no coverage. It expires, or they've got to pay that premium that they cannot afford to pay to continue it. So you found a plan you put in place for $50,000, which is going to be permanent for them to cover, I guess, mortgage and funeral and stuff like that.
And it was much more expensive. It was half the benefit of what they have now, but they just said they couldn't afford the back end, the other scenario.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is, so what he did was, as he looked at their policy, when it expired, the renewal on it went up dramatically from what they were already paying. And it probably goes up, if not every year, every 5 years, minimally. But in a lot of those cases, when they get to that age, it's every year that it starts ramping up. And it can be, so you want to walk people past that. And this is a great point to make, is when you have someone, I'll give you my mother's example. My mother had a policy that, and she says, yeah, it's like $30-something a month. It will last the rest of my life. It's $150,000. I was like, there's no way. And she says, no, it lasts the rest of my life. I go, why do you think that? She says, well, I looked at the policy and it shows to age 100. And I said, okay, get it out. And I said, let's go over and find your premium and what you're paying right now. She went and found that. I said, scroll down that column. Now, I didn't see her policy. I'm just walking her through it. And I'm saying, scroll down that column and tell me when the premium goes up. And she goes, oh, like 4 years from now, it goes up for some reason. I said, okay, you can keep it to age 100 if you want to and can afford to. but she couldn't because all of a sudden it went from 30 something a month to, I want to say it was 600 and something a month the first year. Then the second year it went up again to 1,800 a month, and it just kept going up and up and up. So that's what Matt did, was he looked through there and he said that your policy is going to expire, and by the way, the premium goes up. And they said we can't afford that, and now we're going to have no insurance. So Matt was able to put a permanent policy in place for them. Again, cost them more. They knew that was the case because they're much older now, and now they got something permanent. Yeah, you got to just ask those questions and walk through it. Kyle, do you have something?
Well, what he did was perfect. And I just wanted to point out the whole reason that he was able to help them was because they looked at the policy themselves.
Yep.
So he made them bring it out so that they could see the numbers. Because you can tell them it's going to increase. I mean, until they actually see the numbers in front of them, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to understand it.
Yep. Yeah, and most people don't have what they think they have. It's like my mother. No, it lasts to 100. Well, sure it does, but the premium goes up. She had no clue. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
No problem at all. Yep.
Okay. Hey, let's hit a couple of questions, and we got Barry Clarkson and Mr. Rob Jones coming up here in about 10 minutes for some recognition, as Nick spoke about. So hang in there. We're gonna have them up here in just a minute. Okay, let's hit some of these questions here real quick. Mortgage change sometimes after refi, and I had one that said, I'm no longer with XYZ Mortgage. I responded with, I understand this happens sometimes, 3 days after the person's mortgage response. So what do you have, Noelle, if you text someone and they go, I don't have that mortgage company anymore? Who are you with?
Pretty much the same response. I say that's totally fine. They buy and sell those so often. The mortgage protection is no longer with the lending companies. They discontinued their programs back in 2008. So it does not matter who your lender is currently, this coverage is independent of that.
Noelle, are you recommending so this one, I assume they're probably texting B or C leads. So the mortgage company's probably changed. So they're probably I'm assuming you're putting the name of the mortgage company in the text. And they're saying, I'm not with that mortgage company anymore, so you don't have the information right. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I'd recommend probably not. This is just my personal opinion. I haven't run this by Scott, so I hope that's okay. If you're running older leads, I would leave out the lending name because there is a very high chance that it's not there. And what happens is the client assumes that you work with Rocket Mortgage. So if you text, I'm talking about your loan with Rocket Mortgage, they're going to be like, oh, well, I don't have a Rocket Mortgage. I can't work with you. And so it's an automatic shutdown. Nothing you say after that will matter. Like you can't resurrect that. It's dead. So I would, if you're texting B, C's, and D leads, I would probably omit the lending name and just put their first name.
Yep, I agree. See, we put the mortgage amount and not the company on older leads. Yeah, you can put the mortgage amount that's on the lead itself. I mean, it's really up to you. I mean, if it's off a little bit, you can still run into the same issue. Well, it's not $270,000 anymore. It's actually $189,000 because I paid down on it, so you don't know what you're talking about. You could run into that. You could leave that out if you want. Just try it. If you're getting pushback on it, you're getting some feedback on it, just change it a little bit. Don't change the text. Just delete the mortgage company, or if you're putting the mortgage amount in there and you're getting some pushback on that, just leave that part off. Leave everything else the same now. Okay, Kyle, how about this one? I have a question. When you mail it out to the client, how can you find the mortgage company? I'm not sure what you're mailing out. Now, when we send out the lead initially, we get the data from our vendors who pull that information as public record. I'm assuming that's what you're asking about. Kyle, tips or advice for new people in organizing their leads in Oct?
Print it out. Print it out and have a stack of leads that are just all together, and you just put the new ones on top and go through them. I mean, every day. It's the same thing. I got my file, my little tray thing, and I got my appointments on top, and right below that are my leads, all all in one pile, like Connor said.
Okay. So let's get this. So brand new. So what you do is you print out your leads. Noelle, you do the same thing, right? You print your leads out, right? You got a stack of leads here. And then you get the text from the website. You copy it on your phone. You got your phone here. You copy it. You type in the number on the lead and go, okay, it's 214, paste, Kyle. I'm putting Kyle's name in here and send. Next one. Flip over the lead like Kyle's talking about. You go flip. Next one, 817, Jim, send. Is that kind of the program there, Kyle?
That's the exact program. I did that all day yesterday.
So here's what you find is it's crazy enough. The top producers, the coaches on here, they just all do the real basic approach to it. They're not trying to get fancy CRMs and texting apps and that kind of thing. They're just going send, next one, send. That's all they're doing. So if you want to know what they're doing, that's what they're doing. They're just keeping it real simple. That's one thing about the top producers. You'll notice they're very simple in their approach. Not fancy. Just, again, type in the next number, change the name, send. Kyle, how often we got a bunch of, hey, welcome to all the brand new people. We got a lot of brand new people here. So brand new person says, hey, Kyle, once you text them, if they don't respond back, so I got 200 leads. I text all of them. I only got 3 people that responded back with that selected appointment times. What do I do now with the rest of the leads?
Text them again.
So would you text them that same text again? Are you sending updated times? What do you send them?
So you send, you do exactly what it says on the training site where you send, it even tells you the times, 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m. You just send the exact same text to all of them. And if they don't respond, you keep them in the stack, add fresh ones each week, and you just keep rotating. But you keep sending the text message. And then once you get to day 5, I think it is, that they have on the training site, that's when you send, a little bit of a different text so that if they think you're, just a telemarketer, a scammer, they realize that, oh, this guy's real. He's actually trying to get a hold of me. So that's why that's powerful as well. But yeah, I just send them the same text. And you'd be surprised how many people respond on the second, third day.
Yeah, so the next day, are you sending the initial text again?
Yes.
Okay, so just what Kyle's talking about is on the training center, step 5 of the text scripts. On there, it will tell you that what he's referring to is the times that it said you can send the initial text at this time. Then at this time, if they haven't responded, send this one. And then it just walks you through like the first 4 or 5 days of that person not responding, how often you resend the text.
And another note on that, calling is not going to hurt. Just follow the system. But if you're not talking to somebody or attempting to send a text message, you're not making money. So if you've got a no-show, yesterday was a perfect example. There was 3 of us in the office, and we all had a little slot where we didn't have an appointment. Well, most people are just going to put their feet up and watch some Netflix and wait for, you can take that little break. But we went out in the conference room and just started dialing older leads that we haven't been able to get a hold of. Because if you're not talking to somebody, you're not making money. Do whatever it takes.
Yeah, it's just like Jamie and Matt said on Friday. They said it's all out assault on setting up your appointments. Call, text, whatever you have to do. So again, if you're not getting a response from text, just start calling. If you're not getting response from calling, start texting. Just do whatever you have to do to create massive activity to go fill your schedule up, to go get your 6. If you find that, hey, listen, I beat these leads up, always put a fresh stack of leads on top of it and go, I need some new stuff on top. Again, it's like whatever I have to do to fill my 24 appointments for the week. So just go all out and do it. I'm not sure about the mailing the letters again. How do you find the mortgage company when we're mailing the letters? I'm not sure exactly what you're doing there. I'm missing that one. Give me a little more detail. Loan address. How about this one, Noelle? Noelle, do this right here. Instead of this, I think this will help out. This is on the appointment. Can you, the video is on the website under the additional resources. So when you're setting the table, can you go through that scenario again? I think there's some people, I'm getting a lot of people that are just hung up on that. Watch the video over and over and over, right? On the training center, go watch it over and over and over and over. You can do it. You can go more than once and watch it. Like I would just watch it a whole bunch on setting the table up, which Noelle's going to go through real quick. And this is just setting the stage for the appointment. You're setting expectations. You're also overcoming objections during this time right here. So watch this video over and over in the training center. Again, we don't penalize you for going on there like 150 times. If you want to, it's okay. So go, if you could hit that real quick, Noelle, I think that'll help.
For sure. So for your new people, I'm a chronological thinker, so I like to go in order. So you're sending them the email, you're getting them on camera, you build a little bit of rapport, and then now it's time to get down to business. So we set the table, and then we go into the needs analysis. Okay, so setting the table is the transition from, you know, we're chummy buddy on the phone, we're getting to know each other, to now it's time to get down to the appointment. Okay, so setting the table is going to be that transition for you between those two steps. Now, what setting the table is going to do is it's going to line out how the entire appointment is going to go. It's going to set expectations. The client is going to know each step of the process of what it's going to look like, but you're also going to eliminate all your objections up front right here. Okay, all the objections that you brand new agents are getting at the very end, at the close, you can nip those all in the bud right here. Because I guarantee you, Kyle and Connor and Nick, they're not getting those objections at the end anymore because they know how to eliminate them at the beginning. Okay, so don't tell the client you're setting the table. I actually had an agent reach out and said, well, I'm going to set the table for you right now, client. I was like, no, do not say that. I just call it setting the table because Vince Hall told me that one time, and it was a cute little thing, and it was easy to think about. Don't say the word "set the table" with the client. Okay, just preface that. So, anyways, you're lining out expectations. So, I am your broker. Lending companies don't do this anymore, so everything has to be done third party. I'm your broker. I'm going to do all the price shopping for you. There's objection number one. People at the end are going to say, well, we want to shop it around. We want to make sure we're getting the best rate. Boom, at the very beginning, you told them that. There's also an objection that you're going to sometimes get saying, oh, well, you're not with my lender? Well, I don't want to work with you anymore. Okay? So there's two objections in that one sentence that you can eliminate right off the bat. I'm your broker. Lending companies don't do this anymore. Everything is third party. I'm going to shop this around for you. Okay? Now, I tell them there's two things I need to do. The first thing I need to do is see if you qualify. I don't know if you can have this. Not everybody can. Okay, so I have to ask the health, legal background, financial questions to see if you can even get this. So what you did just there is you told them what you're going to do. You're going to ask them a bunch of nosy questions. So now when you're asking them about, their monthly income and their life insurance, they're not giving you pushback of like, well, why do you need to know this? Because you eliminated that, okay? But you also, there's a psychological part of it. You also kind of took it away from them before you even gave it to them. I don't even know if you can qualify for this. I don't know if I can get this for you, but I'm going to see, okay? People want what they can't have. So that's the second thing. The first thing I'm going to do is ask the question, see if you qualify. I don't know if you can have this, but we're going to figure that out. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to run the quotes, okay? Ultimately, at the end of the day, it has to make financial sense. It has to fit in the budget. There's another objection, budget. People are going to give you a hassle with that at the end when you're running quotes. Oh, we need to check our budget. I don't know if this is going to fit, blah, 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 blah. I hate hearing that. So you eliminate it at the very beginning. We're going to make sure this fits in your budget, make sure this is very comfortable for you. And then the last thing we're going to do is once we find the right starting point for you that fits comfortable, we're submitting the request for coverage to see if you qualify. Now, I can't do anything permanent today. I don't grant official approval. I do not collect any of your money. The most I can do is just get your process started. Usually that takes a few days to complete, okay? So that's the last objection is the application, okay? Don't call it an application. People don't like that word. Call it a request for coverage, okay? And then let them know, I'm not collecting your money tonight. You don't have to pay anything today. You're going to have a few days to think about it. Those are all objections the end, the think about it objection, the I don't want to give you my banking information, all of that you can eliminate with a couple sentences at the beginning. Okay? We're going to submit the request for coverage. I don't collect any money. I don't grant approval. It's a process. It takes a few days for this to get approved. So the most I can do is just get your process started. You're going to eliminate a ton of objections at the end with that. So go through the video. I just go through it. I don't do the psychology of it, but you can hear how I just say it really quickly.
Yeah, go through the video, make you some bullet points on things to hit. Those key things she's talking about hitting. What are the points of setting the table that she's hitting to knock down the objections? Kyle, anything to add to that?
The only thing I have to add is I just watched that before the call today.
Yeah.
So you never stop learning. Like I literally just watched that same exact video that was on there in the archived highlights. You just
see, you can make a whole bunch of money and still learn stuff.
Because you want to keep making a whole bunch of money.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, coaches. Hey, I got a lot of questions about the appointment stuff. We're going to dive into that deep tomorrow. We'll go deep into the appointment tomorrow. So bring your challenges you have today. After you set your 6 appointments, you've gone through the 8 steps. Now let's go do some monthly recognition. Thank you, coaches. Great job. And let me introduce our president, CEO, our head coach, my buddy, Mr. Barry Clarkson. How are you, man?
Scott, I think I am on. I hope everyone can hear me. Thank you so much. My favorite time of the month to where we get to honor, recognize our leaders for the month. So we'll be recognizing our leaders today for February. One thing I wanted to just say before I turn it over to Rob, you know, Nick Burns, I loved your opening comments about showing up and going to work every day and just learning really beyond everything else how to be consistent and how to control maybe the one thing that you control, right? And that's your personal activity. Regardless of what yesterday yielded, regardless of what happened, you know, our core value ownership is one of my favorite because you own every day where you are and you get up and go to work. And I think that's so critically important. You know, I was thinking, I've got a regional manager call at 11:30 today, and I was looking. I want you to listen to this, Scott. I mean, it just blows my mind what's going on at our company right now. And when I say that, it's the success of the men and women. It's you. I'm bragging on you right now of what you are accomplishing. We've never paid out $400,000 in bonuses in a 30-day period. Team, we're going to pay out over $400,000 in bonuses this month. We're getting ready to pay out our largest ever level 1 equity bonus. That number is going to be $14,765. That's an annual run rate of $177,000. We are in the distribution business. I believe what you do every single day, you are learning how to communicate. You're learning how, to write applications to help the consumer. I mean, you're getting good at that. But we do a Friday call every Friday at 12 o'clock. I think it may be the single most important call we do if you're a builder, right? One of the things I love about our company is that every day you wake up, you get an opportunity to go out and create value for you and your family, right? And you do that 2 ways, by quantity and quality. It's the reason our core values are driving our North Star, right? Because it allows you to attract the right people in your business. I did a quick calculation, Scott Rumbo, because I got to think there are a lot of people on this call right now that on the 15th, if you woke up and you went and checked your bank account and there was a deposit for $14,765, it may start your day off right? Your spouse may look over at you, whether you're a male or female, and say, "Dadgum, you're a stud," right? I mean, I thought I married a stud. I know I married a stud right now, right? Well, if you want to get that check every month And I'm going to tell you something. Mark my words, by the end of the year, that check, based on the way we calculate our equity bonus, will be $20,000 at level 1. But you've got to have 33 people on your team producing weekly to get one of these checks, right? And then see, here's what happens. It doesn't mean you've got to go recruit 33 people. It means you find a Scott Rumbo or a Nick Burns or a Connor Jones or, right? I mean, we can go on. And typically somewhere showing up, right, on that Friday call, there's somebody that you don't even know right now that's got the influence to go recruit 20 of those people for you. It's just a way that it works, right? And you've got to find a way to be as consistent on getting people to that Friday call as you do texting and setting appointments. And you say, well, Barry, why? Well, why is because you get a check for $14,000 every dadgum 30 days, right? And I can tell you this. I would be working and I know you are, right? I know you are, but I'm challenging you today because some of you don't even know what you're worth, right? I mean, you get on this daily coaching call, you're doing what you ought to be doing. And listen, you don't have to recruit anybody. That's not your job. I don't even like that word, but here's what you do have to do. You've got to be consistent of inviting people on Friday, and we all fall into this trap of what we prejudge people. Oh, well, they're going to be interested or they're not going to be interested, right? Never prejudge, because you and I are always wrong 99.9% of the time when we do that. It's the homemaker that's sitting out there. It's some nurse today that had a bad experience, right? It's a school teacher that is out there, or a police officer, or a UPS driver. Man, you don't know, or a doctor, or an attorney, right? That will look at our opportunity, which I got to tell you, I've been working on it with the team this morning. You wait until March the 31st. I hope you've got the news. We added another 100 seats. Hey, can I tell you something? We're going to blow your mind on March the 31st. I mean, we're going to rock and roll. We're going to showcase their company. We've got so many people that you've not been in, you hadn't seen Equus yet face to face, right? And I can't wait to be there and to shake your hand. We're going to get after it from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Man, there's going to be smoke rolling out the JW Marriott, right? They're going to think that place, Scott Rumbo, is on fire, but we are ready to just meet you, gear up, catch your breath for a day, and then get ready to go back and double the next quarter. So I just can't wait, right? But I am so excited. But anyway, I want to turn it over to Rob Jones. Man, we're going to recognize our February leaders. I looked at this. He said, Rob, it's crazy what's going on in our company right now. But let me turn it over to you where we can start with our top 25 producers.
Well, thank you, Barry. And man, Equus Nation, excited to be here. I was sitting here, Barry, just watching the coaches as they were talking this morning. Yep. And to think, man, I would have loved to have had this type of platform back when I started the business. And, to listen, I'd be literally hanging on to every word that people were sharing. Kyle Van Loo, I love something that you said as you closed us out. And you said, man, you never stop learning. And I think that's true at every single level all the way through Equus, man. I think the minute you stop learning, you start dying, right? I think you've constantly got to be engaged. And, man, just proud of the coaches and each and every one of you that make a commitment to show up every day. And to hear that story about a brand new producer, whoever you are out there, congratulations to you for sticking it out for 2.5 hours to write your first policy. Yeah. I think that's absolutely, absolutely awesome. So congrats. We're going to start out today as we did last month. And I have to second, Barry, what you said. There's nothing more exciting to me than recognizing the men and women out there that are waking up every day and fighting hard to reach their goals and accomplishing great results. So I want to start recognizing our top 25 producers. I'm going to start with number 25 through number 11. And listen, as soon as I get done, they're going to bring it up on the screen what the special gift is that we'll be sending you to congratulate you for your hard work. So coming in number 25 for the month of February, give it up for Mr. Taylor Rumbo, who's also a coach on this call, $25,373 in premium. Way to go, Taylor. Number 24, Larry Lucas, great month to you, man. $25,412 in premium. Mr. Jamal Bowman, number 23, no stranger to Equus at all, $26,683 in premium. Number 22, Miss Stephanie Harlan, who's always crushed it in the field, great leader, $26,729 in premium. Number 21, Paul Velasio with $26,911 in paid premium. Paul, congratulations, man. Coming in number 20, Ashley Haga with $27,158 in premium. Ashley, just think where you could be, just sticking with it month after month after month. We look at number 19, Mr. Rick Kazuri, who's been here with us literally since we started, $27,741. Number 18, Jennifer Jordan with $28,035. Great job to you, Jennifer. Mr. Ryan Dovner, you and your group are killing it, and you're killing it in personal production, my friend. $28,611 in premium. Number 16, Josh Collier with $29,335. Great job, Josh. Number 15, Dan McRae, regional manager with us, always leading from the front with $29,969 in paid premium. Number 14, Kelsey Hearn. Kelsey, absolutely great month, $30,111 in premium. Number 13, Nicole Hansen, which Nicole, thank you for being a part of our Friday call last week as we shared the opportunity and what Equus has to offer out there. But great job, Nicole, $32,313 in premium. Number 12, Stephanie Moss. Great job, Stephanie, $32,552 in paid premium. And number 11, Mr. Johnny Roberts, killed it for the month with $32,619 in premium. So we will reveal what gift you'll be receiving. So check that out. Barry, I think they need to start sending these to us too, right?
I hadn't got a prize in so long, Rob, it's sad, man. Can't wait. I love that.
Love it, man. So you guys will be receiving those from us, and that's our way of thanking you for your commitment in the month of February. So now we're going to move on to the top 10. So now we're getting into the big time, right? The top 10 personal producers at Equus in the month of February. Number 10, Mr. Brandon Clark, $33,737 in premium. Brandon, congratulations, buddy. Number 9, Connor Jones, who's another big-time coach on this call. Great month, $33,840 in premium. Number 8, Mr. Chris Toffey with $34,737. Chris, great month to you. Number 7, Jeffrey Breed, $35,000 of paid premium. But as I'm reading these numbers, I'm thinking we got so many brand new people. Imagine what your commission looks like posting up these type of numbers. Think about that. Number 6, Mr. David Crocker, absolute stud with us, $36,891 in premium. Number 5, Deanna Cooper, who is always in the top 10 every single month, $42,063 in premium. Number 4, Mr. Nick Burns, who is, I talked to Nick this morning on the way to the office, and I'm like, that dude had me so fired up, I was ready to start selling insurance myself. So excited with what Nick was sharing. But Nick, absolutely incredible month, $45,748 in premium. Number 3, I hear this guy is an absolute stud. Mr. Matt Dovner with $46,006 in paid premium for the month. Coming in number 2, regional manager with us, just always been at the top. Number 2, Tanya Hughes. Listen to this. Barry, I never dreamed we'd read these type of numbers for personal production. $75,655 in paid premium for the month, and is running a regional manager team on top of that with her husband, Michael. So congratulations. And number 1, there's only one number 1, right? Anybody want to guess who it is? Absolute stud. Listen to this number. Brandon Hall, $103,304 in personal premium for the month. So Brandon, I don't even know how to respond to that type of number, but that is absolutely over the top. Congratulations to you on getting after it each and every single month. Next, in a minute, I'm going to come up to our sales managers, but Barry, I'd love for you to just comment on our top 25.
Well, my first comment would be, I want to ask Nick Burns, what does it feel like to do $45,748 and come in number 4? I mean, I'm sitting here looking at Tanya at $75,655. Mind blown. It's a mic drop, right? Brandon Hall, the century mark again. But you know what, guys? I tell you what. It's hard, Rob, to even verbalize to you and to Eric and to the team this morning these top 25, because you know what, man? They're literally, figuratively setting the pace for the entire company. That I'm sitting here looking at the lives that they've changed, right? I mean, what they do every day. And my hat's off to you, because you're not in our top 25 unless you're a worker, unless you're a leader, you know, unless you are an executor, right? I mean, and it's why I'm so proud of the people that we have, but there's all of them are such great representations of who we are as a company. And I'm just so, congratulations, guys. And it's just hard to find enough words to let you know what you mean to our company.
All right, so Barry, ready? Big drum roll. Let's see what the top 10 are going to be receiving. Check that out.
All righty.
Now, I know Scott Rumbo is jealous. He's got every Yeti that's known to man, so he's going to be jealous on this one. We may have to send Rumbo the virtual team one of the...
Okay.
All right, so let's move on to our top 10 sales managers inside of the company. I'll tell you, if there's one thing we're committed to, and you will see that when you show up in Charlotte this year as we showcase Equus, is we are looking to add sales managers like crazy every single month to go out there that can personally produce and start building their team. And I'm with Barry. I think the start of that is inviting people to the Friday opportunity call. I'm telling you guys, it would really help you explode your business. But anyway, top 10 sales managers. Here we go. Number 10, give it up for John Fitzgerald's team with $27,717 in premium. Number 9, Mr. Charlie Robinson. Charlie, thank you for being on our Friday opportunity last week. But great month to you and your team, $28,808. Number 8, Marcia Seacrest. And Marcia, I know you've been instrumental on this virtual call also, and we appreciate that. Great job to your team, $29,119. Number 7, Miss Shelley Singer, who is always, Kessler Singer, who's always killed it with us, $29,519 in premium. Number 6, Kelsey Hearn, who is also listed in our top 25 producers. Her team, $30,913. Number 5, Jeffrey Breed with $35,000 for your team. So Jeff, congrats to you and your group. Number 4, Brady Driscoll's team with $35,512. Brady, congrats on a great month. Number 3, Josh Collier. Josh, you killed it in personal production too, and your team with $35,934. Number 2, Mr. David Crocker and his team with $36,891. Way to go, David. And number 1 sales manager in all of Equus paid last month, Paul Velasio in his team was $60,327. So Paul, you are just on the brink of getting ready to move to district and regional manager. So we will be rooting you on, my friend. So Barry, I'll toss it to you on any comments, and then we'll go to our districts.
Well, again, it's a stepping stone. One of my comments is I'm getting ready, Rob, to read off our district managers. Is you've got to become a sales manager and a district manager to become a regional manager, right? And at the regional manager, now all of a sudden, you know, your bonuses can go up to $5,000 a month. I was looking at all of our regional managers today that are not yet qualifiers for the equity bonus, but their bonuses are $2,500, $3,500, and they're very, very meaningful. But congratulations to each one of you sales managers. You know, I'm really thinking of a way to verbalize this, but you are our future leaders, right? There will be some of you that this year, and I believe this, will position yourself to get an equity bonus check. We had a brand new person this month, for the month of February, that's never received an equity bonus, Rob. You know who I'm talking about, right? And they're going to have her, when they wake up on the 15th, there's going to be a check for $14,765. I will tell you, this individual, and these are important, you know, this recognition, it's important because let me tell you what I recognized. They were in the top 25 producers, right? In fact, they were number 17. They were number 17. And why it's important to be a big producer is because you start setting the pace for the team, right? You're in control, Rob, of what excellent, good, mediocre, poor looks like. And if I was building my team, I always want to set that example, right? If I'm going through and doing a leader's call, right? I want to be the one to read my numbers off first, right? Because this is a game of follow the leader, right? I'm sure our staff this morning was getting frustrated. But at 4:30 this morning, I was sending emails out at 4:30. Why? Because we're in a get-gun war right now, right? For financial freedom. And we're making sure the leads are there. We're talking about 100 more seats, right? At conference. And when we're doing those things, and Nick Burns says it all the time, it's an all-in. It's not an all-in forever, but Scott, it's an all-in for 24 months or 36 months until you get the foundation laid, and then you put it into this wonderful plug-and-play system called Equus Financial, and then you watch your business explode. Rob, there are my comments.
Well, Barry, I'll bet these sales managers are just waiting to see what their gift is for the month. So go ahead and roll that on the screen. Check that out. Nice.
Love that.
To put in your office. Love it. Absolutely awesome.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Rob, I'm going to run and let's recognize now one step closer our district managers. Number 10, Mariana Drameva, $49,618. Mariana, I actually got a text from Mr. Baljic, the zookeeper, said you were getting ready to have your first month as qualifying for regional manager. We'll be excited to add you to that team. Another leader and another leader on this call here, Noelle Hughes at $49,785. Noelle, congratulations. At $50,792. Mark Rubin had an opportunity to meet Mark on Thursday in Orlando, so that was exciting. Deanna Cooper, who we've already read off, another leader, leads by example, $50,914. Griffin and Brittany Carr, $53,393. Griffin and Brittany, congratulations. Another great leader, man, always seen with a smile on his face. Stanley Smith, $55,610. My good friend up in Tennessee, Greg Archer, $62,829. Another guy just rolling right now, Jamal Bowman. Jamal, proud of you, my friend, $65,523. Look at this. Deb and Fred Johnson, $73,554. Right around the corner of being a regional manager here at our company. Love the activity. Love what you're doing, Deb and Fred. Great leaders. And then Rick Kazuri, again, just another leader that gets up every day, goes to work, no fanfare, just does what he does as a leader. $75,638, our number one district. And, Rick, you got to get this thing done because you just had enough to hit your bonus number, man. So let's see what these wonderful districts ended up getting. Look at that! Wow. I tell you, ladies, the more you post up creative, the more I realize what I don't have. But you know what? Here's what I like about it. Here's what I like about it, Scott Rumbo. Not only do I not have it, I'm not going to get it because I've not earned it. Right? I've not earned what they're winning. And that's the beautiful part of our company. There's no free lunch, right? You earn this, and I'm passionate about this. I don't want anybody having it if you don't earn it, right? So, Rob Jones, you and I don't get nothing. How about that? Okay, so Rob, let me go to our top 10 regional manager base shops. Man, you talking about leaders out there. We are a RM company. I want to move on and recognize them. Okay, starting at number 10 at $115,562, Bill Lampy and Terry Cameron. Guys, congratulations. Number 9, Jody Wood. Jody, $139,665. Congratulations. Number 8, Jonathan and Holly Rogers, $139,871. Congratulations, Rogers. Number 7, Vincent Hall, $143,751. Amazing what's going on in the Hall group right now. Number 6, Lori Martin, $147,127. A leader, a personal producer, getting it done. Number 5, Michael and Tanya Hughes, $160,894. Just opened their brand new virtual office up. Exciting. Robert Baljic, $207,002. Robert, congratulations on a great month. Number 4 RM this month. Okay, number 3 at $209,033. Ollie Collins. Ollie, great work. Proud of you, man. Number 2, Eric and Kim Valdez, $214,538. And I remind you, this is in the base shop regional manager team. Hierarchy much bigger. And then number 1 at $329,871, Mr. Pete Beckman. Pete, congratulations. Big number. Congratulations on hitting number 1. Love what's going on at Unitrust, and it's exciting to be a part of. So let's look at our top 10 RMs, and let's see something else we don't have, Rob. Hey, man, I love that. Fabulous, man. So, so now, team, I am going to turn it back over. We have 4 wild card gifts every month, and I am going to turn it over to Rob to close us out today and to recognize the 4 wild card promotions.
Okay, so here we go. The 4 wild card promotions in the month of February. We got 4 of them. So we'll start with, we've heard this name already being congratulated for her efforts in the month of February, but hitting senior sales manager Kelsey Hearn part of Matt Gibbons' team. Congratulations on your promotion. And then also we have Brady Driscoll, who's part of Jody Wood's team, who hit district manager. So just one step below hitting regional manager. Congratulations to you, Brady. And we have another district manager who also was listed as a top producer. Funny, Barry, how those correlate. These top producers building their teams.
Exactly.
District manager Paul Velasio, part of Vince Hall's team, hit district manager. So congratulations. And then last but not least, Mr. Josh Collier, part of Steve Houston's team. Josh, I've heard all kinds of good stuff about what's happening with your leadership and in your group, hit district manager as well. So team and everybody out there, congratulations. And let's see what you will be receiving from Equus also. So check that out.
Fabulous.
Awesome.
Fabulous.
So guys, it has been absolutely our honor and privilege to be here today. And I know Barry feels the same, man. I want to thank each of you for what you do every day to, for Equus Finance, for you out there fighting for your financial freedom, fighting to build your business. And just know how much we appreciate you. And we're rooting for you, man. Excited to see more promotions taking place. Excited to see this virtual group continue to grow all across the United States. So, and to all you coaches, Scott Rumbo, the leaders, Barry, anything you want to say in closing today?
No, but I would put 33 on my dashboard. I would put 33 on my mirror in the bathroom, on the refrigerator. You are in a race to get 33 writers weekly to participate in the legendary Equus Equity Bonus, because that is exactly what it is. There are a lot of pretenders out there chasing that, but there's only one true equity bonus, and over 400,000, Rob, paid out in monthly bonuses in a 28-day month, right? Is that unbelievable? So congratulations, proud of you. Let's go get after it. Let's get off of this. Let's go dadgum to war this afternoon, and let's make a difference. And look forward to huddling up with you next month for this event. Thank you.